Hi, everybody. Oh, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world. Very, very good morning to James, who's joining us from Arkansas this morning. That's insane. What time is it? Like 5 a.m. now? Oh, yeah, there you go. And 6 Celsius. Oh, that's chilly. It's even Yorkshire is warmer than you are. So let's see. And Mark, you've kept your number one. Oh no, Mark Hutchby's been knocked out of place with the number one crown with Mark Bailey, but you were there first, Mark H. So you did get the number one crown for that. Yay! Hi, Troy. Yeah, I actually have done this early just for you because I was gonna do pendants, but I actually have some work to do. So this morning, let me just get rid of this. This morning I have got to make some things for an event later this coming week, so I thought I'd better get on with that. Morning, Ian. Morning, Copper and Ian, G and Chris and Tom and Robert. Oh, hi, Mez and Copper Owl. I can never remember your name. I'm ever so sorry. I'm rubbish with remembering names. If it's not like written in front of me, I have no chance. It was really, really good, was Daventry, wasn't it, Colin? Yeah, we've just got back from Woodworks at Daventry. That was Friday and Saturday. Set up Thursday. It was a great little show. Always nice to see everybody. So, okay. So I actually don't really know what I'm doing this morning. I've got to make something that I've made it a lot of times before, or I've made variations, but I've always gone decorative. I'm actually making some treen. So I'm making some, I need to make a plate and a bowl. And I also need to make a drinking vessel, but I don't think I'm going to have time to do all three today. But if there is anybody who is on who has ever used brewer's pitch before, then please speak up, because maybe we will do a drinking vessel, a trial drinking vessel, perhaps. So let me change tool rests a sec. Yeah, where are you, Chris? Where are you, Chris? Oh, yeah. Sorry, 8:02 p.m. You're in Oz. 20 degrees. That's insane. I don't know what it is here. It's raining. It's a beautiful day, because every day is beautiful in Yorkshire, but it is raining. It's raining a lot. In fact, I've noticed that there's a couple of areas in the workshop that are leaking, so that needs looking at. Oh, one area in particular, which is right near some electrics, but let's think about that later. Hiya, Michael. Mr. Wilson, the chair of the AWGB, is in. Good morning. Nice. I didn't really get to talk to you yesterday, Mike. I just tried to warn them not to let you come in. Right, let's see. Has anybody... Oh, good morning, David. So David is in. David organises Turnfest, and I basically had to wear this jacket, otherwise I would never have heard the end of it. Ooh, Mark's processing. There's lots of Marks on this morning. Processing. Oh, good. I'm glad to hear you processing some stuff for Gonks. Oh, Lucy, you've got blue sky and sunshine. Wow. Well, you are down south, though. Mez is tidying. It's nice to be back, actually, guys. So, because I'm not going to be able to do a Sunday session for about 7 weeks now. I've got loads of weekends on the trot. Oh, there might be one. We'll see. Oh, okay. I am getting you confused with a different Michael. You have a namesake who is the chair of the AWGB. Right. Okie dokie. So, I don't know what size to make. I'm going to start with the plate, I think. So, timber-wise, sycamore, is used a lot. Cherry is used a lot. I do believe that beech can be used, and oak. Even stuff like that, because I've never turned anything for eating from before, I'm a bit like, is this okay? So I've got some pieces of sycamore because that is a dead cert. But I kind of really wanted to make. I'll show you what I've got. I really wanted to make a plate out of this. That is a piece of brown oak. Let me pop it on the other camera. It is absolutely bloody lovely. It's quarter sawn brown oak. It's gorgeous, and I really want to make. I would have made both out of this, but I only have a piece for the plate. I don't really have any blanks for bowls, so I also grabbed a piece of rippled sycamore. So that is the rippled sycamore. It's only rippled down half of it. Again, size-wise, I don't have that many pieces, and I am also spotting that lots of my sycamore is getting eaten by worms, so that's another reason that I might do it out of sycamore. And then I do have a bowl blank that is again rippled that I bought in 2017. That's embarrassing, but that's beautiful, and that'll make a really nice size bowl. So I think I'll probably go down the route of doing the sycamore. I think it's the wisest. I may just make the oak one anyway. Oh, I've got stupid ads on my YouTube, so I can't keep up with chat. So, oh, hi, Joy. Oh, Joy's in from Australia. Oh, lovely Joy. Me and Joy at the same height. We're tiny buddies. Okay, so yeah, I kind of, anybody that's made anything for eating from, I would appreciate any input that you might have to give for this, because I am lost a little bit with this. So let's cut some corners off on the bandsaw on both of these. Oh, Mark and Jenny are in. Oh, we've got a good number of people in this morning. Cool. Oh, I'm missing people on Facebook. Sorry, let me just scroll up. Hi, Rick. Yep, Rick is from Australia as well. Wow, we've got lots of people in from Australia this morning. Cool, cool. Oh, I know who's that is watching. My little niece is watching. Good morning. Oh, that's Ace. She's going to be the next superstar. You watch this space. Right, straight edge. Oh, bit of wood, that'll do. It's straight enough. Right, I'm going to mark. This is what I never do. I always mark out the centre. Well, no, I should mark out the centre and then cut it round. I'm just going to cut the corners off. I'm not, with the blade that I've got's too big to cut it into a circle. So I'll just whip the corners off. This is going to be a massive plate, but I haven't got anything. I've either got 8-inch pieces or 14-inch pieces. Right. Okay, so give me a sec while I do this. The bowl. Oh, is that going to be all right? Oh, what about the taking corners off the bowl blank? That's what a lathe's for. Oh, that's cool. Thank you, Mark. I appreciate that. Thank you. Right, let's bung this through the bandsaw. I've just upgraded my Canvac and swapped that over this morning, but didn't actually get time to set the old one up, which is going to be sat next to the bandsaw. Let's get rid of that lot. Just whip these corners off. Right, let's make a start with that. Oh, cool. Oh, sweet. Thanks, guys. Thank you for everybody that's just put something in the chat with regards to finishes, etc., because I don't want to poison myself. Right, we've got a little bit of pith actually running through this. So that needs to go. I'm going to orientate that to the bottom. Yeah, let's do it that way around. And we'll just get that mounted onto in between centers initially. It's so cool that so many of you guys actually use wooden eating vessels. That's really cool. Oh, what's... Oh, Ian, yes, you do need to tidy up your garage. 100% you need to tidy your garage and get back to the woodworking. It's very therapeutic. Definitely a good idea. I did tidy my workshop. I did tidy it, and it's now no longer tidy anymore. But luckily, the big chunk of wood is hiding all the mess. It's all behind there. It doesn't stay tidy for long, unfortunately. We just don't have enough room here for everything that I do. So I need to work on that. It was a plan for the back end of last year, but didn't happen. Oh, go away, adverts. I thought I'd turn them off. Apparently not. And right, hang on a sec, guys. I've just managed to lose my chat. Chat filter. All messages. Oh, that's better. You need a bigger boat. Oh, sorry. So Michael's a Scottish penitent. Right, sorry. I'm just catching up on chat. Hang on a second. Because this is not a proper demo. Oh, okay. You're from Ben's Lives. Oh, Benjamin's great. Oh, that's really cool. Thanks for popping over. He's such a little star, is Benjamin. So, okay. Right, I think I'm more or less... Why do you need a bigger boat, Mez? I'm confused. This is wood turning. Right, I need to find my respirator, which is somewhere in here. See, it was tidy. Now not so much. That's true, Troy. It certainly is used as this workshop, just sadly not for turning most of the time. All these people that are coming on saying they need to get turning again. It's true, you do. It's the best thing in the world. 100%. Oh, what's Mark said? A big foot on the plate if you're expecting someone to cut food up on it. That's an excellent point. Okay. Oh, you guys have been super helpful. Thank you. Yeah, it's weird sort of thinking about things practically instead of decoratively. It's a completely... Yeah, I'm out of my comfort zone. Hence why I am stalling. All right, mates. Okay. I have seen Jaws. I just didn't make the connection. Right, this is going to mess with the sound a little bit, guys, but not too much, hopefully. Right. Oh, good morning, Mr. Dews. Great. You're in. This is a different Yeti. I kind of collect them. I have a bit of an issue with them. Yes. The problem that we have in the UK is that they don't release all the colours over here. So, like, America obviously has the most colours. And then Australia has the second best colour range. And then in the UK, we have a pretty naff colour range. We kind of eventually get them, but yeah. I want my desert bloom colours. Right, let's get a waist tenon on here. Oh, sorry. I haven't got Roy this morning, so you're going to have to cope with my rubbish driving the cameras. Play nice. You didn't even bother coming to see me at Daventry this last 2 days. You were having fish and chips on the beach. So why should I play nice? Right. Parting tool. Let's get a tenon on here. What chuck have I got? Oh yeah, record chuck. Okay. So I don't have a post drill. So I never do the forcing a bit method because doing it by hand, I am rubbish at drilling in a straight line. Me nice, are you sure? Oh, morning, Jennifer. Jennifer looked like a summer's day yesterday. That dress was gorgeous. Right, I need to keep looking at the other window because for once, this is actually working on Facebook, which is amazing. Right, so we've got our waist tenon. Oh, that's a nice piece of wood. Good morning. Oh, John, you're not that late. I've only just got started. 25 minutes into the live. I've literally got started. I'm stalling. I'm making a plate, but it's a plate for eating from. So I'm well out of my comfort zone with this. And as such, I am dawdling a little bit. But I've got lots of help from the guys in the chat, so we should hopefully come up with something. Right. I am going to balance the outside first, actually. Because then I can get the speed up on it nice and quickly. Yeah. What camera shall we go for? I think we're going to have to stick to that one this morning. I'm going to be too much in the way. Go away, adverts. There we go. So... New beginnings, creations. You keep trying to get started but never seem to get the timers work and resin get in the way. Interesting thing to have in the way. Need to find the best wood to turn for a beginner. I would suggest go with ash. Everybody says sycamore, but first of all, it's really difficult to get hold of. And secondly, it's actually it can be quite challenging to get a really good tool finish on sycamore. And if you don't, it takes a lot of sanding. So ash is a really good one. And it's good for colouring. You can do all sorts of different things colour-wise with ash. What else? Yes, it's a decent finish. That is if you're in the UK. I'm assuming you're in the UK. Oh, this is a tough piece of sycamore. I'm just going to put an edge on this tool. That is hard. Okay. Just going to change the profile of the tool slightly. I know you can't see, but I've just adjusted that slightly. Right, let's go back to, let's try that camera angle. Oh, Troy, I made myself poorly with Tim Tam Slams the other week. Was it last week, I think? Oh, man. Yeah, you can't do two of those back to back. Oh, I felt very sick. That's a rubbish angle. We'll stick to that one. Right, we nearly rounded off. This is a tough piece of sycamore. I have had this a long time. I'm literally going to have to turn every piece of sycamore in my wood store because there's loads of it got worm, which is so annoying. And I've got some really beautiful pieces of curly maple that I brought back from the States a couple of months ago. Oh, that was a story in itself. But, yeah, I need to get it turned. Thanks, Mick. Yeah, see ya. Don't worry, I'll send you a picture of the end result, which will be absolutely fabulous. She says, can't even turn this piece of sycamore. Come on! Crikey, still isn't round. God, it's absolutely destroying the tool edges, this. Must have a very, very high silica content. Blimey. Might be here all week. I am the coolest auntie. I will definitely agree with that. My little rock star. Right, okay, I'm going to lengthen the bevel on this a little bit, actually. Just see if I can get a better cut. I'm going to lengthen it so it's going to narrow it a little bit, and I'm hoping that might help it cut, because that is hard stuff. So give me a sec. I do plan on getting a camera over on the sharpening station again at some point, guys. I just got to save up for one. I want to change out all my cameras, actually. Right. See if this will cut better. Hi, I'm assuming that's Joan. I think that's Joan that said that. Have I missed anything in Facebook? Facebook. Oh, Thomas. Hi, Thomas. Rick, how did I go on bringing wood into the UK? The UK don't really care. That's the honest truth. Right, I'm assuming that the issue is that not actually that little bit of a pith, that's running through, because it was cutting beautifully for 2 seconds and then it's hitting that pith. Right, I'm going to see if I can cut under that. So I'm going to take a really heavy push cut and try and go under and cut that out. There's something in there. 100% there's something in there. That just stopped the tool dead. Let me see if I can get an overhead shot. Yeah, this is a massive problem. It's as soon as it's hitting that, it's just killing the tool. So I'm going to sharpen and I'm going to get rid of that and turn through it. Otherwise, we're just not going to make any progress. Do you know what? I might even... I was just thinking I might even rip it out with a carbide tool. We'll see. Let's give it a go. Yes, Troy, those pendant blanks made it home. That's what I was planning on doing today, which is why I scheduled it at 11, because I know that you've stayed up till like silly o'clock in the morning when you've been working to watch. So I was like, no. Look at that, it's skipping back. Okay, so now we're going to have a small plate. I'm just glad that this didn't end up coming with me to a club demo. What is in there? That's insane. Right, I'm going to sharpen again and push through and see if we've got through the worst of it, because this is just nuts. It's rare that I get a piece like this. Okay. You have got bragging rights. Let's move that in a little bit. Please keep cutting. Please keep cutting. Yes. Cool. Thank goodness. Right, we've got rid of it. That's the last remnants of it, just there. Yay, glad I did that first. Okay. So, who was it who asked about the wood? Jennifer nearly blocked Mick. That's hilarious. Love it. Oh. Yeah, whether I can't remember who it was, I'm ever sorry. I kind of got slightly distracted by this being the hardest piece of sycamore on the planet. Yeah, the UK don't really care too much. So as long as it doesn't have, well, I'm saying as long as it doesn't have insect holes. You should have seen the piece of wood that I brought back from the AAW last year for Stuart Farini. It was literally an eaten piece of wood. So, yeah, that would not have gone down well. But the UK aren't too fussy. No bark, no insect holes. It's kind of the same everywhere. I mean, I didn't have any problems taking finished wooden pieces into Australia. In fact, they didn't even look at them. Right. So, Mark, you've got a point. You need a wide area for this plate to sit on. Now, I don't really like a recess. So, what am I going to do on the back here? We've got a 2-inch piece of sycamore, which I've now realised is probably way too thick. Which is a shame, because that's going to end up turned down into nothing. Okay. Cool. I want it to curl up a little bit. Right, I'm going to have to sharpen this one more time. It should be good. Okay. Still want it to look good. Let's get the speed up. It was YouTube that nearly blocked him. That's even better. Yeah. So Ian, Ice Woodturning, ended up taking back some chemicals that probably should not have been brought out of the country last year. So I took some dodgy wood and gave him those. Sorry, Ian. Right, how do I feel about that? Sort of. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to go with a tenon, because then I can turn it round and turn that off, because I don't like to leave recesses on something like that. I will show them. I've got them sat here, Troy. I've just got to remember what they all are. So I want it to curve up outside here so it's easy to pick up. I really am going to be wasting such a lot of wood. That's makes me super sad, because it's a beautiful piece of timber. And I can't part it off. Yeah, I don't want a foot staying on there because it's going to be usable. I think... Let's have a think about this. See, you just fall back into being arty-farty when you're kind of that way around. So I want that to be the outside edge. That's going to get turned away. So should I just do a recess? You see, I could do a large recess and have kind of that size of recess. So it's got that area that it's sat on. And that is probably less likely to warp instead of having such a big area for it to sit on. But that means I've got to mess around changing my jaws. Make it out. Let's go slightly smaller. Right, let's just start chopping at this and see. Got plenty of wood to play with, so let's have a look. Oh. Yeah. So this is my feeling. But am I just falling back into making this pretty and not practical? Because the other thing is, if I take that away now, you've got quite a large area. No, don't like that. Nope, nope, nope. Nope. Hi, Charlie. Oh man, Charlie, you're still on the Team Tiny thing on YouTube. Forgot about that. What's next? What's the? Oh, and we've still got Snowflakes thingies next to your name. Might have to update that. I know Benjamin bought loads of temporary Team Tiny gifts for people. Right. Start again. Hiya, Kev. Wide foot with a small recess. I don't know, Troy. I don't know how I feel about that, because I was still want it to look nice in a way, and I'm not sure how I feel about that. So if we just put a tenon on there, I want this section here to lift up, and I want that to mirror on the front, and then I want a little bead. So I know what in my head, I know what I want for the front. and you want a really wide area for putting food in. It's just the back. I can't figure out what to do. Do I just make it flat and not have anything? Lucy, I am making a plate, but it's a plate for eating from as opposed to like a platter for decorating. So I'm kind of out of my comfort zone with this. Right, let's re-establish that lip because I do want that curve on there. It only needs to be about an inch. And that's so that it's really easy to pick up. It's insane, the rest of this wood is turning like butter. Right, I definitely want a tenon, so let's put a tenon on because that's going to get turned off. So let's get that all back down to ground zero. Do we have a curve, a gentle curve? No, because that's not practical. Do we just have it sort of flat and ever so slightly concave so it sits on that rim? No, that's ugly. Do we make that into an OG and have it flat at the bottom? Base a third. The only trouble with that, I think it needs to be more 2/3, Dave, because if it's a third, it's going to be about there. And it's like Mark said, if you're going to be using it as a plate to eat on and you're potentially going to be cutting something on it, it's going to wobble. Leave the tin and take it off at the end. Oh yeah, that's fine, is that, Ian? But I just don't know what design to actually put on the underneath. It's that I'm wrestling with. Let's have a drink of tea and think about this for a minute. Right. Mount with a tenon. Oh, there's a emoji. I don't know what it's called in the YouTube chat, and I can't see anything because of it. Mount with a tenon. Bead to sit on. Remove material between bead and tenon. Yeah. Yeah, just something sort of minor, just at that bit here. Just there. And then, yeah, I know what you're saying. But then I'm falling back on wanting to follow that curve through and then having a bead and then having, oh God, just coffee is foul. What did Andy say? Pat Sutton use concave on the base so it doesn't rock. Yes. I'm not having I can't have a Tim Tam slam because Roy ate all my Tim Tams. We can get 2 different types on Amazon and they disappeared. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a think. Hmm. Yeah, I think I'll try that. I'll make that into a little bead for it to sit on, and then take that back. We've got plenty of wood. Why not? If I do a bead on the back, though, I don't think I want one on the front. So I think I might just come down and just go straight, because actually that's a point for cleaning it. Bead might be a bit sort of surplus to requirement almost. Okay, let's give that a bash. Ugh. I'm not even going to comment about Aussie tea. Ugh. What? It's only 9 o'clock, 8:45. Right, that curve is going to be mirrored. Let's let you guys see. So we want to go down a little bit, I think, to form that bead. Little bead. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to like this. It's not that it's a bad suggestion at all. I am just super fussy. I just feel like that is super flat. So little design things that I'm looking at here is I kind of want those two levels to match up. So either side of the bead to be the same level. That's just a little fussy thing that I have. Right, I'm going to drop down at 1/4 inch gouge. Where does that need to go down to? There. That's a big old bead. Slim that down a little bit. How do I feel about that? Okay, actually that's not terrible. Okay, so probably need to go down a little bit more, because I don't want that to be completely flat. I think I would like that to be slightly curved when it's finished. Okay, I don't mind that. That's not too bad. Okay. Just going to stick to the 1/4 inch gouge at the moment. So to put you all in the picture, the reason why I'm kind of stressing about this as much as I am is I am going to the Bodgers Ball in the UK, which is this week. And so we're kind of visiting. We're all a few of us electric lathe turners are visiting the pole lathe turners. So we've kind of got to try and flex a little bit that we can make stuff like this before. And as you can see, I am not doing us particularly well at the moment. So I just want to make sure that I'm doing a good job. Right, I think I'm happy with that. So thank you for the idea of putting a little bead there. I think it'll be fine. Right, let's sharpen this and turn this round and get something done on the front. Yeah, can't lose face. That's what's really going on. So why didn't I start with the bowl? Because at least I know what I'm doing with the bowl. Okay. Although I've just had a thought for the bowl that's just going to make my life a lot harder. So stop it, Emma. Right into there. Yep. Oh, no worries. See you later, Jennifer. I need to actually make a decision on this. Right, let's just go for it. Let's keep it at this. I can see me returning this at some point, but okay. Sand. Okay. That's what we've got. Right, so has anybody in the chat used Brewer's pitch before? Use your new extractor, Emma, that you bought. Blimey, that's like a cyclone. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Right, okay. Oh, my biggest little fan wanted to say hello. Hi, Richie. Oh, let me say hi properly. Hi, Richie. Did you like your little Spider-Man gonk? Little star. Oh, Becky. Oh, Mrs. Warren is online. She's my North Dakota mum. I love Becky and John. God, that's terrifying, is that thing? Right. So, I am going to use some Odie's oil on there for finishing it. I am going to put a couple of layers of the super duper one. What a name. Just to build up a few layers of it. So I'm using new pads on here, with it being for food. So I've still got to take the tenon off the back, but we might as well get some finish on here. Let it start soaking in. Oh, look at this piece of wood. It's beautiful. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Oh, gorgeous. You know, we should be eating off amazing pieces of wood as wood turners. I'm kind of ashamed of myself that I don't use bowls and I used to have a little bowl. I don't know what happened to it. Yeah, so I'm going to build up quite a few coats of this over the next couple of days, and then go in with just the standard over the top. And I've got a new cloth for buffing, so I'll leave that a couple of minutes and then I'll buff it. It's a bit too soon, but anyway. Oh, hi, Lynn. Lynn and Mark are on Facebook as well. I made Lynn a platter yesterday which matched her hair. She's got the best hair ever. It's blue and pink and purple and wonderful. Right. I am bored of waiting now, so I am just going to buff this so that we can move on with our lives. So I need to just take that down when we clean that tenon off. Yeah, that's acceptable. So yeah, I'll just keep building that up, I reckon. Nope, wrong chuck key. That chuck key. Cool. I do like Odie's oil. It is very expensive for what it is. But yeah, I do like it. It is good. I mean, it's food safe. I mean, I'm saying that it's food safe when it comes to American food safe regulations. I don't know if that's any different to UK and Australia, because everyone's slightly different. I mean, it smells great, but then so does like lemon oil and stuff like that from chestnut. You do need to put quite a lot of coats on, I've found, because it is an oil, so it is a penetrative finish, and it does soak in and lift the grain if you, or at least I have found that. So if you don't sort of apply a few coats, you don't get the best finish on your wood after a few weeks, kind of thing, if that makes sense. But no, I do like it. It's just, it is expensive. Yes, you did, Ian. Are you still doing those tiny, tiny little bowls? Right. Front of the plate. Kind of know what I'm going for with this. Oh, this is so sad, turning all this wood away. Yeah, I'm happy with the back. It's fine. I'll go for that. So I'm just establishing this curve. So I want to copy that. I don't want to make it too skinny. I think that feels about right. Okay. So I want to come down. Right, okay, James, thank you for clarifying that, because I'm not really up on all that kind of thing. Oh, I have a horrible feeling that I didn't activate live chat replay on YouTube, because it doesn't automatically do it when you work from StreamYard. Right. Speed. So what do we think? I reckon if we go down to like a hard line there, and then just kind of gently slope it off, that's kind of what I'm thinking. So I need to get that right before we actually go beyond the point of no return for the outside edge. It's about 1/4 inch thick. That might be a bit too thick. Thomas, do I get an issue with it feeling waxy? No, the opposite. I find that it just kind of disappears if you don't put enough on. If you're sort of specifically meaning the Odis oil. Right, let's put a hard line there. That's what I reckon. So I'm just marking that out. Yeah. God, I'm getting a wee bit of bounce on this, and I think it's the rippling. Just scrape that back. Okay, yeah. Let's go with that. Got them big old shavings. I don't know about a bead, so I wondered about that. But because I've got a bead on the back, and I did wonder about putting a bead on here, but I'm going to be eating from it, and I didn't want a bead to be a collection point potentially for bacteria. So I was thinking of just going straight down to a hard line and then just sort of flattening it off. Oh, bugger. Don't go too skinny now, Emma. Do you know what? This has been harder than I thought. Not the physical turning of it, just keeping everything in mind. Yeah, that's. I'm just kind of thinking keeping it simple, really. But I've got a bead there, so don't fall into a false sense of security that I've got more thickness than I think I have. Let's come back and get that nice and sharp. Yes. I reckon that's it. I was going to put a bead, but no, I actually think that's okay. Right, so now I need to get that the right thickness. Am I happy with the edge thickness? Could take a bit more off that, actually. It's a bit, might be a bit bouncy now, but we'll give it a go. We're going to scrape cut it instead of cut. That's better. Okay. Right, we are losing strength now. So we need to start making these cuts kind of final. Dancers, good evening, good morning, good afternoon. I don't even know anymore what time of day it is. I'm making a plate to eat from. Do I like it? Why did I start with this? Why didn't I start and do a practice? With a bit of wood that didn't matter. You idiot. Okay. Oh, do you know what? I have just got massive respect for anyone that turns stuff like this. Seriously. I am finding this extremely stressful. So I'm just trying to do this ever so slightly concave and not managing to. Yes. Nearly there. Oh. Flipping it, guys. You need to try doing this. It's a complete... It just screws with your head. Big time. Can't even begin to explain why. It's like you're trying to get a good design on there, but it needs to be practical at the same time. And it's like, whew, it's a bit of an head blag, actually. Hence why I have a huge respect for people who turn treen. Oh, that was a nice cut. Bump. Gone. Okay. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Not sure about the back, but I'm new to this. Oh. Yeah, Mark, I don't think I want to do a full dinner service. Thanks though. Right, so I've got to not mess up when I turn the foot off this at the back, because it's not 1/4 of an inch thick, I'd say. It's just a little bit more than that, and I've got a bit of a bump there. Let's see what this sand's like. Don't want to lose face in front of pole lathe turners. Right. No. Definitely a bump. There's definitely a bump. It's going uphill slightly towards the middle. Can't have that. That's no good. Right, come on. Please cut. Please cut. Be good. That's better. That's better. Okay. Oops, where did that go? Right, try again. I'm not quite sure what you mean by that, Karsten. Not quite got that sanded right. Let me just go back in. Cool. Right, let's oil it. Sweet. Every day is a learning day, it's true. Trouble is, it's such a pretty piece of wood, I don't think I could even dream about putting something on there to eat. So now I'm living in regret of choosing this piece of wood. Oh, it's just stunning. Oh, look at it. Just look at it. Where's my buffing cloth? It is a serious cheese eater's plate. No, the back of it's just slightly convex. So I just need, I know it's a beautiful piece, is this. I've had this a long time, Mark. It's actually not one of yours, amazingly. It's not even one of Martin Pigeon's. This was a piece I bought from, gosh, Tony Wilson. So I bet I've had this piece of wood. And to say it hasn't been eaten by a worm when it's a piece of sycamore, could have had this about 15, 20 years. Yeah, it's a stunning piece. I had all sorts of plans of like texturing the edge and I don't want to do it. Oh, I can see me turning another plate now. I've kind of got a little bit of a bug for this. So if anybody's struggling for something to do this bank holiday weekend and you need a bit of mojo, make a plate to eat from. This has been a crazy experience. Ooh. Yes, all right, Mark. Let's not give everything away, shall we? I was walking around sniffing stool, three-legged stools. Actually, I'm quite happy with that. That's where we're at. Nice little sort of edge, nice sharp shadow. That's the back. We've gone with the little bead. Can't remember who suggested that, but yeah, that was bang on actually. So now we need to take that little foot off, which I am absolutely not looking forward to. So let's do that. I need to grab, oh yeah, 2 seconds guys, I need to go get my tool bag from the workshop. I'm in the workshop, from the van. Hang on. I need a tiny little revolving centre for the tailstock to get this off. Gosh, that made a lot of shavings. And then we'll make this beauty. So we're going to make a matching bowl. Ooh. That's true. It doesn't need any embellishment. It's very pretty, but I just fancy making another one now. Right. Give me 2 secs. Need a drink of tea. Hang on. Okay. Yeah, it's not too bad. I would have liked it flatter. It just dips a little bit more in the middle than I would have liked it to. I know it's going to warp after I've washed it a couple of times, but... Right, 2 seconds. Right, let me just get this centre. Nope. Okay, this is from Record Power. This is a cracking little centre for returning because it's still a retractable point, but it's tiny. Ooh, nice. Mark's got some very nice timber, as I know, because I bought loads of it yesterday. We were doing dodgy deals in the car park. It's the only way to buy wood. Okay. Oh, where's my friction drive? I'm going to have to go find that. I think it's in the garage, guys. Sorry, I am going to have to get that, though, because I want to do a decent job of this, and I don't want to mark all the front. So, let me just go grab that. Welcome to my garage. Okay. Where did I put it? Could actually be anywhere. No idea. Oh, I suppose I'll have to use this one. Oh, there it is. This centre is... Hang on, Ian. It's record powers, and it is... I think it's 10 mil. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. I did not use the golden ratio calipers, no. I do everything by eye. That was just a bit of fun. I was really surprised that I'd kind of got it, but it's really annoying me. I've got a bit of a dip on that, but I'm gonna have to just live with it. Right. Actually, I need a bit more of the quill out first. Just so that I can get my banjo in. Okay. Ooh, is that going in too far? Right, so you can lighten the tension on these centres, and I think this one needs it. It just seems to be pushing in a little bit. Yeah, it's just got slightly too much resistance. Let me go. Oh, I better use those longer ones. Can't remember what size it is. Nope. Can't remember what size the... Can I see? Nope. I did have a set of really long Allen keys. Where I might just have to live with it because I don't know where my Allen key sets are. It's annoying because I think it's going to put a hole into this, which is what I was trying to avoid by using this in the first place. More quill. David. Oh, just you wait. It's progressed. Right. Cool. Okay. Oh, Troy, you have no idea, my friend. Okay. Is that just tweaked up enough? I think so. Right, let's get this stressful bit done. The returning, the whole thing's been stressful. Okay. Let's go in with little tool rest, ball gouge. Slightly out of true. Not bad though. Oh, I'm going to get my head in way there, sorry. And that's a better shot, but because you can't see the tool working. So I'm just trying to keep it convex on the outside slightly because I know that I've dipped in on the center on the inside a little bit, so I don't really want to try and go, well, I definitely don't want to go concave on the outside. Definitely not. Right, I would say that's not great at all. Okay, that's better. Let's get this tool rest out of the way and give that a sand. The last little bit I'll have to sand by, I don't know. Oh yeah, I'll use the arbor in the chuck. Okay. It's not ideal. It's just running slightly out of true, but it's fine. It's fine. I'll read what you've said in a second, Troy. I think I know what you've said. Let me just have a look. Need to turn a small piece to cover the center. It shouldn't have to do with these centers. They are technically retractable. It's just that the tension's too high on the spring that kind of regulates it, and it's not allowing it to retract as much as it should. Okay. Right. Think we might have got away with it. Yeah, I think we might have got away with it. I think it has retracted properly. Okay, so I'm just going to put a little sanding arbor in here, just to sand off the last little bit. I could tap it off with a carving chisel, but you still got to do a little bit of sanding, so we'll just go for that straight off. What is that grit? Oh, it don't fit in that one, does it? Flipping heck. Was that M33? Yeah. Let's change that a second. Why put a ball on the end of these Allen key chuck keys? It really annoys me, does that. No, not really. I don't always like those chucks because you've got it allows them to flex in the middle, because I've got it's going to sit on the outside ring if I put it on in a Longworth chuck, and you'll get flex in the middle, so sometimes it's not worth it. But it's each to their own with stuff like that. It is still a method that you can use, but I like that drive because it's holding it solid in the center. Please fit. Yes. Hiya, Stephen. Hello, John. Where from? New York. Everyone's in today. That's the back removed. So I'm just going to take a piece of 400, 600, 400, and let me just refocus this. I'm just going to go with the grain. Oh, my bead's a bit chunky. That's my one sort of thing that's annoying me, actually. Yeah, that's okay. Let's get some finish on. Just going to recoat everything, actually. Oh, chuck keys everywhere. Yeah, so this is the bank holiday challenge, guys. Everybody needs to go in the workshops and make themselves a plate for eating from. I want to see all your designs and ideas. Let's see what everybody comes up with. This has been very, very interesting for somebody who never makes stuff like this. It's made me really have to think about it, even though you think, oh yeah, it's just simple, it's a plate. No, it isn't. It's really surprised me as this. So get in your workshops and get a plate made. So thank you to everybody who helped with this. I'm going to do the bowl. Did anybody say that they'd use brewer's pitch? Because I kind of asked that question, then didn't actually see if anybody answered. Hiya, Norman. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with this after everybody's input. It was a group effort, guys. I'll send photographs. I'll put photographs on the on my Facebook page and Instagram when it's in use later this week. Yeah. I would have less if I didn't keep stealing them. So far, I've managed to steal a chuck key from Australia, and I've managed to steal a knockout bar from Cheam. Was it? No, it wasn't Cheam. It was Kennet Valley Woodturners. But I've posted that back since. I still have the chuck key though. That will make its way back, I promise. So yeah, I'm getting a little bit of a reputation. Keep your stuff nailed down if I'm around. Not good, is it? Right, let me take this off for a second. Oh, phew. Oh, I've got the heating on. That's why it's 1,000,000 degrees in here. Hang on a second. Whew. I can't unveil the your chuck key just yet. I don't think it's not finished. I like how we've got timber dealing going on in the chat here. It's like, yeah, let's all watch Emma and sideline sell some stuff. I like your style, guys. I'm fully cool about it because I love Mark's timber. Oh, the Spalter Beach is amazing that I picked up from him yesterday. My poor van was struggling to get home. Right. Oh, that's cool. I'm happier with that than I thought I was going to be. Let's try and get it on a better camera angle. Look at that rippling. Whoa. So it's just got a little bit of a sidewall, which you can't see because the light's bleaching it out. Matching curve on the outside. Little bit of a bead for it to sit on. Martin's calling me a tea leaf. That's southern slang for a thief. Right, cool. Plate's done. Boom. Next job. Let's get the bowl done. And then I need to really think about this blooming drinking vessel. Oh. Sorry, Mark. Yeah. It was a good team effort, that. I'm very, very happy with the outcome. Wasn't sure while I was turning it, I'll be dead honest. It wasn't any disrespect to anybody. It's just me. It's just you think, what's that going to be like? It's actually quite hard to let go of that side when you're so used to turning things to decorate with. It really is. So who's going to make a plate? Come on, in chat. Who's going to make a plate this weekend? I should do a turn along like on Zoom, actually, for Team Tiny Guys as well. That'd be a cool thing. Yeah, might have to set something like that up and we can all turn together, as well as the socials. Oh, see you later, Ian. Thanks for stopping in. Right. Oh, Lucy, don't you start as well. Someone already said that I'd get it right by the time I did the rest of it. That's just far too stressful. I don't know how people do, like, getting that and then doing 20 of them or something, even 4 to match. Wow. All right, Mez, we'll do it. Right, pencil. Let's find the centre on this. I've lost all my metal rules. Nope. That'll do. That's pretty straightish. I thrive on stress. That's an interesting thing to say, Lucy. What gives you that impression? It motivates me, for sure. I'm so glad I'm getting this done today. But yeah, drinking vessel, that one is stressful. Oh, what have I missed there? Robert, what have I missed? Yes, I will definitely re-oil it. I'm going to put tons of oil on it the next couple of days, and then it should be able to dry out I'll be ready to use by Thursday, hopefully. So yes, I will do that. Right, let me just swap back to a slightly bigger one. What have I missed Robert saying? Oh, yeah, all right. My mum was a teacher, Norman, so what can I say? And she is pretty good when it comes to English, so I might not be. But yeah, I couldn't live that down if I called it a ruler. It's not a king. I've got some, that's the stupid thing. I've got my little one. That's my dinky one. That one's magnetised to the lathe, but the other one was, but it no longer is. I've got pencils on magnets, rules on magnets, all sorts of stuff on magnets. Everything's on magnets, apart from the steel, the big rule, the 30 centimetre one. Right. Let's go for big tool rest, little big tool rest. Let's go for that one first. It does fit well, but Natalie was dead right. It is a little bit on the short side. That's my fault. I think I've somehow mismeasured it. So they're really nice jackets are these, I have to say. I am definitely hoping that your contact who makes them might be up for making me some more for over here, just some plain ones. Because I do love my denim ones, but they're too hot for summer. They are just, I'm sweltering in them. And I can't find anybody to make them over here. The lady that makes mine is great, but they are very expensive and they take her a long time. Shut up, Mick. No, it isn't the same block of wood. Oh, do you know? You are just a trouble causer. Oh, Lucy, you get done as well for it. Right. Right, let's round this off. Keep forgetting to change cameras. Sorry, everybody. Oh, got a chip of sycamore floating around inside my head top. Give up. Sorry, I'm rustling. This one I think's cotton. I don't know. I don't know anything about material, Mez. I got denim because that's what I was sort of suggested to get for the smocks that I had made by the lady who made mine. I've got one purple one that's really heavy denim, and then I've got some black ones that are lighter denim. I think the heavy denim was called bull denim, and they are. It's good because it doesn't really pick up too much dust unless I use it over and over again without washing it. But this one is a much lighter cotton. I do like the elastic around the neck though. That's good. Because even with the ones that I have, it still goes down. It gets everywhere. Is this going to be deep enough for a bowl? Oh, do you know what? I'm annoyed with myself. Could have put a little handle on this with it being square. Can't now, too late. Why did I think of that now? Hiya, Mark, over on Facebook. See what's going on with this. Oops. So this is, again, slightly rippled sycamore. It's ever so slightly started to spout. We've got a check in it there. That's going to have to be the bottom. This is going to be the top. Right, I'm going to turn it anyway, but I'm actually not sure if it's going to be deep enough. Right, beading parting tool out from the outside edge. Let's do it. Let's sharpen it. Good start. Let's sharpen everything. Okay. Okay. Let me just zoom that camera in. Bear with me. Nope, don't reverse on your own accord. Stay there. Okay. Oh man, I have no idea, Bob. Hey up, Jason. I know that there's a whole thing with buttons left and right, and it's from days gone by when women used to dress men. I suppose not much has changed sometimes. But on a woman's blouse, I don't even know which way around it is. That just shows how useless I am at fact sharing. But guys was a mirror image, so it helped with the muscle memory. Maybe that was true, maybe it was a fable, who knows. Hiya Mike. Oh, so Graham, I can't, because there's a challenge that's been issued for the drinking vessel. It's got to be a pint. Not that I will be drinking pints, but I like a challenge. Well, I can't turn a challenge down. It's my downfall. This is not going to be big enough. This is not a deep enough bowl for what I want. I think I have a deeper... Anyway, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. I'm still going to finish it. But yeah, I've got to make one that's a pint, because yeah, and I've got to win. So basically, there's a few of us going to the Bodgers Ball. There's myself, Carlin Lindsay, Fraser Birchall, Simon Hope's going, and it's Simon who's sort of like put this challenge out there, and we're both very competitive, so I have to beat him. And he's doing one with a handle and all sorts of stuff, and I haven't got a clue where to start with all that. So, but I have to win, guys, so I need your help. I have to win. But yeah, so it's got to be a pint, and the reason it's also got to be a pint is because we're going with some of the people from the Turners Company. So Simon and I, as well as Colwyn and a few other woodturners, are part of the Worshipful Company of Turners in England, of London. Okay, so it was from the old guilds, and the Turners Guild, they were actually responsible for making sure that the drinking vessels back in the day were actually a proper pint, because there were certain pubs who were overcharging their clientele because they were selling smaller units as a pint. They were doing their customers out of an actual pint. So the Turners Company got into trouble over it because we were sort of making them. So then it became the Turners, or the Guild of Turners, it became the Guild's job to unify it. So it's got to be a pint, basically. We can't not have it being a pint. There you go, Robert. Thank you for the button thing. So yeah, challenge has been issued, so I can't back down from it. And I'm super I'm overthinking it, I think. Right. Don't fall into turning your normal chameleon ball. This is not a chameleon ball. Could it be a chameleon ball, though? I think it could. It's got to have a bit of me in it. It's my bowl. But it needs to be usable. So when you are making bowls, one thing that I had explained to me a long time ago is if you're making something in a bowl that you actually want to easily be able to remove large amounts, so a cereal bowl, bowls for eating rice out of, things like that, you need the sides to slope outwards, so they kind of want to go outwards. Whereas if you enclose it, so like a calabash bowl, and you bring it round and in, that's great for spices and things, because when you're scooping it, you want it to scoop and fall into your hand. You don't want that with cereal. You want to just be able to pick it up, or whatever you're putting in this bowl. So I can't do a calabash style. I can't do a rounded rim. So I need to adjust that a little bit more. I think I am going to have to make a different bowl. I'm not 100% sure. We'll see. Oh, see, yes, I need some. Oh, there you go. All right, Mez. I'll put some chameleon colours on it for sure. But now I wish that I'd done that with the plate, but the plate's too pretty. Oh, I'm going to make another plate as well. Right, that's better. Sorry, you can't see what I'm doing. That's a big, big vessel, Graham. I don't even know how to pronounce that word, so I'm not going to say it. Mark, he will not change the rules. I beat him at the Christmas cracker competition that he did. That was a wonderful day. Right, so I'm going to have it flared out, but only just. Let's do it that way. So it's still usable. I'm going to turn off the foot. Oh, Emma, you're going to have to make it flatter at the bottom. Yeah, you are. Otherwise, it'll just fall over. See, again, I'm kind of going for making something fancy and not something usable. Just fall into your old habits. This is a cool sort of thing to do. This is really good to think outside the box. It's healthy. Right, I think I'm going to get the rim finished and then work backwards. Right, that's okay. Is that flare? What candlestick challenge? Oh, yes, I did hear about that. Sorry, yes, the candelabras. Yeah. He won't have time to do anything like that. A bias sheet. No one's judging it. This is just for my own sanity. Okay, I like that shape, I think. And then I'll flatten the bottom when we turn the foot off, so that I'll put a little bead on it as well. But I'm worried now that I've not got the bead wide enough apart. Yeah, I like that shape. That's cool. I think the bead probably could do to be about here, though. What? What am I missing? Buttons. Changing the rules. Oh, yeah, thanks. Yeah, thanks, Bob. And we'll move that. Oh, you got the cracker sticks! Yay! So there was a big thing when I was doing the 12 Days of Christmas that I didn't know that the US guys didn't know what Christmas crackers were, because they kind of don't really have them. Is that wide enough as a foot? Do we think? What do you think? Is that too narrow for a bowl? I think it could be. So anyway, yeah, Christmas crackers. So I was explaining what Christmas crackers were, and the cracker sticks, the cracker snaps that you get, and we take all that for granted in the UK. Do you guys in Oz have Christmas crackers? Do you know what Christmas crackers are? I don't mean that in a condescending way. It is a genuine inquiry. Right, that's going to be a bead. That's going to be the foot. I think that's a better diameter. And I'm still happy with the curve. We're good. Am I happy with the curve? It's a bit chunky there. It's the trouble when you adjust one part of it. Oh, I've made that worse. Yeah, I think that's a better size. Yeah, a third of the diameter. Yeah, fair enough, Graham, for a bowl. Cool. That's so funny. That must have been a lot of cracker snaps to make that happen. That's quite something. Bonbons. Okay. Joke shops, yeah, they have all gone now. Oh. What do we think to that? Bonbons. That got lost in translation somewhere across the ocean. We've got sweets that we call bonbons. Right, I'm gonna put oil on that now, and where's my thingy? Kev, it's a long session today. I've got a lot to do. This is a different one. We're doing a bowl now. I'm not on the same. You're just as bad as Mick, you are. Okay, that's a pretty bit of wood. It's not quite the same as... I thought it was going to be the same level as the other one. It's got some nice chatoyance to it. There you go. Looks better in the camera, actually. But it's slightly spaltered, so I'm not sure whether that's a go for an eating vessel, really. It don't bother me. Unknown. I have got a stunning piece of maple. And now part of me's kind of wishing Oh no. It is true where Christmas dad jokes go to die. Although we get yogurts for the boys, and they've got some terrible jokes on the yogurt packaging. Who'd have thought yogurts would have dad jokes on them? They are seriously painful. Oh, do I just sack this off and go get that other piece? I think that this is going to be slightly too porous, actually. It's just a bit on the soft side. Right, let me just grab that other piece. Am I going overboard by using extremely beautiful wood for making these projects? Quite possibly. Let me take this off. Oh, that's bad. Yogurt jokes should be cultured. Oh dear. Right, give me a sec, guys. I'm going to see. I know exactly where that piece of wood is, but it's going to make me sad. Right, that's too big. Oh. Oh, dilemmas. That's not big enough. That's the piece of ripple maple. It's absolutely beautiful. It's 3" by 5. It could do it with 6. Let me get that on the camera. Look at that. I can't use that for a food bowl. I just can't do it. Nope, can't do it. Nope. But I do have a piece of rippled ash that I've already started to turn. That is a very nice piece. So I'm kind of wondering if that's going to be a better one to do. It's already got a tenon on it, but this is going to be well bent out of shape. This had turned ages ago. I actually quite like that little ogier. Never do that anymore. Isn't that pretty? Right, let's just turn the sycamore bowl we were going to do. I can do that as a practice, and then if I'm happy with the shape, I'll do a proper one. That's a good idea. Because I'm sure everybody is bored of... Oh, we've been going 2 hours already. Crumbs. Soz everyone. I did disappear. Oh, no. Let's not fill the comments with dad jokes, eh? I could see that getting out of hand really quickly, especially now mushrooms have been mentioned. Don't remind me of that. Serious PTSD going on with that. Yeah, I know it has got open grain, but what's a bit of bacteria? It's fine. I thought that ash had antibiotic properties, or is that oak? Right, let's just turn this. Yeah, that's not a bad angle actually. Speed. Yeah, I'm not sure wood full of wormholes is the best idea, David. Did think I could do some with some of your crappy wood. So I'm not going to do this too thick. I'm trying to sort of match the plate. Easy, tiger. Oh, hello. Let's not forget. Oh, this is what I did. Sometimes I get so focused on following the external shape internally that I completely forget I've got to turn a foot off and make the bottom ever so slightly concave on the reverse. So don't go crazy when you're hollowing it, which I've just done. So I'm going to have to redesign the inside, I think. Oh, sounding a bit thin. Right, that's okay. Don't go thinner than that, Emma. Don't do it. Okay. Thanks. Yeah, David. Troy managed to send me on with some decent timber. What's happened? Are you all right, mate? Oh. No, let's not use laburnum for eating vessel. Right, that's cool about the ash then. I think I might turn that little bowl into an eating vessel, because it's a very nice piece of ash. There we go. I've got a bump. I don't want a bump. It's gotta go. It's gotta go. This is where I fall down because I get so obsessed with the internal curve, and yeah, there's not a lot of room in the bottom now for manoeuvre. It's fine. Sand it, Emma. Just sand it. Gosh, there's a lot of shavings. Cool. Let's oil that, and then I'll show you. Where's what? Oh, hi, Mark. Oh, you guys, you're a star. You're doing the AAW, aren't you, Mark? This time, I'm sure that I've seen you advertised on there. Oh, I miss you guys too. Oh, well, Mike, I'm glad that you're getting better. That's good. That's good. I'm gonna. But don't like it when people are not well. So I'm glad that you've joined in today. Sending lots of get well wishes. Why didn't I think more about the... Yeah, I should have done chameleon on the outside. I've realised. Got too sidetracked with deciding whether or not I liked this or not. Oh. Yeah, Chris, I'm not going to use any you. Very pretty wood, though. Okay, hue on pine. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Where have I put it? It's there. I didn't turn this. I've been told like how super special this wood is. So this was handed to me moments before we were leaving David's shop in Queensland. So I really need to be careful and figure out what to do with this. This is a special bit of wood. And then Troy sent me these. Oh, that's another piece of hue and pine as well. I've got to make a little wombat. So this was given to me by Richard, who made me a pair of earrings. So I've got to make this little guy. He's given me the blank for it. So I will do it at some point. And then these are the bits from Troy. Look at the colour of this wood. This is so awesome. This is what I was going to play with today. So I'll do this on another live, and I'll do it at this time, Troy, so that you can see it being turned. So this is conkerberry, which is just the most orange piece of wood I've ever seen in my life. This was the oak. What's it? Flame she oak. Look at that. So I can get a few pendants out of that. I'm really excited to get these turned, actually. A few other conker bean. Sorry, conker bean. No, it's conkerberry. I can't read my own writing. Conkerberry. And what was the other? You gave me some laurel, didn't you? There it is. Look at that. That's even got like ripple in it. So excited to turn these. Yeah, camphor laurel. So lots of Aussie woods to have a go with. Hey up, Pete. And then somebody gave me, and I apologise because I can't remember who it was, some really hard wood, some pen blanks. It begins with G, and I wrote it on. Gidgee. So I've got some Gidgee. I don't know how to say half of these. Flatinia and Arbutus. I'm probably completely destroying the names of those woods. But yeah, I've got these guys to turn as well. That's for a different day. I've been told Gidgee is extremely hard. So again, challenge accepted. We'll do it on a live so you can laugh at me. Gidgee. Yeah. So I'm very excited to do those. Right, so we've got a bowl. And oh, it's not moved. I am going to put. Should I put some chameleon on this? Because the problem that I have is washing it. I don't think it's going to hold up to it. Maybe I should try it for that reason. What do we think? Mez, before she left, was like, yes, you've got to do the chameleon stuff. I could put some of the Jo Sonia over the top of it, but the other thing is that I've left myself short now, because really I should have put a couple of beads around it instead of putting leather on there, because I think the leather will come off, maybe. Aussie concrete. All right, okay. Well, we'll give it a go. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Troy, but I just wanted to put something on there. I don't feel like they're very... Oh, I know what I could do. Okay, I've got a different idea. Not a band. Might go down a different route. Right, I need to turn this round now and take the foot off. So I've got a couple of options. I could put it on a vacuum chuck, but I know that this diameter is just too small for the larger vacuum chuck, and it's too big for the smaller one, and it will mark it slightly. So I think I will use a slightly different... Yeah, I'll use this guy. I'll just use the same method that we used for the platter. So this is just a more rounded version that will just hold. Now, there's a lot of air in here, and it is quite thin, so we're going to get some degree of flexing. which isn't great. I've got plenty of meat in the bottom. That's fine. Oh, why did that have to be spaltered? I don't think this chuck will hold. No, it doesn't. Ben, you haven't missed the show. Not yet. It's nearly done. Ironbark. Okay. Oh, you guys have got some scary timbers. Right, I need to get that chuck, which is buried. Give me a sec. Come on. Mike, have I missed something that you've said? I'm not quite sure I follow you. Oh. What's that going to be? Emma's going to demonstrate turning these random timbers she's never used before and just deal with it. Just make sure I have a grinder. Sounds like all your wood is hard to turn. Be an interesting demo. I did have to tape up that sassafras to make sure that it didn't explode with the worm tracks running through it. That was quite a piece. Right, where's my little dinky? Oh, see you, Lucy. I hope Kazaya has a good birthday party. Bless her. Ooh. Oh, right, okay. So this is definitely not my preferred way for this. I would rather put it on the vacuum chuck, but it is just outside the size. Is that one the center or is the other one? Yes. Ray, what are you saying yes to? So we've got to be careful not to put too much tension because we don't want to split the bowl. And I have had that happen using this method because it is thinner than I normally turn. Like when I do my chameleon bowls, they're quite chunky, so they can handle it. This cannot. I've got enough meat at the bottom that I should be able to turn that into a little bead. You can't see what I'm pointing to. This into a little bead. So I should have enough timber. We'll soon find out when I go through the bottom of it, like I did with this wonderful Zebrano one that I was turning for a show that I was exhibiting at. Oh, and it's just, look at this. Gorgeous shape. Zebrano is pretty expensive. So that was my little bowl. It's got the band ready for doing the chameleon. I'd sanded the outside, sanded and finished the inside, came to do the bottom, and I had gone crazy with my hollowing. So like I say, I was getting too obsessed with following it, which I did, and then completely forgot that I was going to be turning the inside of this away. Went straight through the bottom, and it just cracked straight down the resin line. It has a really heavy resin line in it, does this piece of Zebrano, so there's no strength in that. It just shattered. I was devastated, but it's a keeper. And then I nearly did it again with a walnut bowl, which I have also kept. Right, let me just chuck my respirator on, and then we'll finish the back of this bowl, and hopefully I don't make a fool of myself going through the bottom of this one. And then, yeah. I don't want to make a funnel, Troy. It's not going to be able to put my cereal in a funnel. Don't encourage bad vibes. Okay. Let's turn that down a tiny bit. My head's in the way, innit? No, it isn't. Okay, cool. Oh, I can't get the tool in to get that into a bead. Damn. Nope, can't physically do it. You know something? I might have to make something to get this onto the vacuum chuck, actually, because I'm not sure how much meat I do have in there now I've taken that off. Let's have a check. Oh no, we're good. We're good. I just can't get in there to do what I want to do, so let me just get the quill out a little bit more. Well, I'll do it, Raymond. I don't care what I do. It'll be fun. You can watch me make a fool of myself. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Having a laugh. Oh, you muppet. I've just marked the outside with the blooming tool rest. Oh, my God. Honestly. Okay. Right, I'm going to cheat. Can I get the parting tool in there to make that into a bead? Yes. Is the answer. That is absolutely the way to do it. Right, we've got a bead. Just roll that down. The tool rest is too low. Right. Got a bead. And then I'm going to have to take that off with the same method we did before, or with a carving tool. But before I do that, I'm going to try and sand as much of this as I can. And just re-sand the outside of that, because I had that little bit of a dig with the blooming tool rest like an idiot. What a muppet. Yeah, I could use coal jaws, but A, I don't know where they are. They're somewhere over there. And B, I am way too lazy to bother setting them up. I'd rather struggle. Right, let's sand that. This is going to clog the abrasive up because we've got Odie's oil on it. False tenon, yeah. I'm lazy. Let's just carry on. I get to this stage that I'm kind of nearly finished with it, and I'm terrible then for being like, yeah, let's just do whatever it takes. And the silly thing is that half of these suggestions would probably have the problem solved quicker than me struggling. There we go. 240. Where's my 320 gone? 600, 400. That'll do, 400. Oh, see you, Mark. Let me know when you get some 3-inch, please. Really, really need some. Hi up, Steve. Steve, I don't need my lathe removing. Thank you so much. That's not the bit that's untidy. That'll do. It's true, Pete. I rarely take things to completion. Yeah, we've got a nice little... I will probably end up putting this on the vacuum chuck, to be honest. Just to get that definition that bit deeper. It really irritates me when that baseline going up to that little foot isn't the same as internally, and it's a mile off. I was being a little bit of a wuss, actually, with it, because I wasn't sure how much. Now I've gone through the bottom of one previously. It's made me a bit... Yeah, it's made me a bit of a wuss. I want to take that down a bit more. Stop conspiring to steal the lathe, guys. I think I'm there, actually. I've just taken a couple of extra cuts. I just sorted it. more or less. If Marco will send me over a Vic Mark, I'll have a Vic Mark. Right, take the blooming thing out of the way, man. Okay, let's have a look. See where we're at with that. Just steal one from Simon. I think he'd notice, unfortunately. Yeah, I'm not sure I get away with that one, Troy. Right. Okay. That's that. That's that. Can I put... Haha! The jaw plates will hold that little guy. She says, where she put it? Just, how do I manage to lose things from 1 second to the next? It's there, right in front of me. It's not my old fleece on that centre. No, it's not. It's a piece of towel. Yeah, like face cloth towel. Terry towel. That's what that is. But you could use fleece, I suppose. I'm even being silly with this because this is way too big to try and get into that little space. Let me just swap it to a smaller one. Hang on. Oops. What have I done? I've just managed to disconnect my battery. I can't breathe. Ah! There we go. Whew. Oh, there they are. There they are. Everything's lost in a sea of sycamore shavings. Put that on. That's more like it. That's all right. Cool. I know. I need to stop. I did not in a million years think that this was going to take 3 hours. I was like, yeah, hour and a half, maybe a couple of hours max. But no, I've just been overthinking the whole thing. And there we are. So yeah, that's your challenge. Bank holiday Monday, make some treen, make some stuff for eating from. It is wild how it makes you think differently about the piece of wood on the lathe in front of you. It is wild. So I'm issuing that challenge for this weekend and post it, bang it on Facebook and tag me in it, or post it on, I don't know how to check it if it's on my page, so you'll just have to tag me instead. Or message me and I'll do a big post with everybody's offerings on there. It's been really hard. But enjoyable. So I'll finish this one and then I'll grab the other one. What's a girl thing? What have I missed? Oh, cool, Mark. That's cool. I know, but I'm not. So, Chris, I get what you're saying, but this is for me, so I will look at the bottom, and I also have to hold my own against the bodgers, the pole lathe turners, and not embarrass myself. And then Simon issued a challenge with the drinking vessel, so I've got to kind of try and beat him, or at least not screw up. It's got to be a pint. He's putting a handle on it. I'm trying to think of how to do that. I have an idea, but it's going to take a lot. Hey, Raymond, I can reach this lathe. Thank you very much. Right, so we've got one little bowl, which I think I'm going to make again, but out of ash. And we've got one plate. So I'm kind of, at least I've got one of each. That's actually not a bad size now it's finished. I didn't think it was going to be a bit deep enough, but I think it is. So that's my little bowl. Let me put them on the other camera. There we go. So it's a beautiful piece of rippled sycamore. It's just got ever so slightly spalted. It's just started spalting slightly, so I don't know about eating from it. As I say, I'm not too bothered, but I don't know whether I'll get I don't know what I'm trying to say. And that's the plate. So again, it's a piece of rippled. Oh, that little mark in the middle, you just saw a flash of that. That is from the drive. And it's just burnished it slightly. There you go. See that? It's just burnished it because of it being. That's where it was compressed on the on that drive. But that should go. And that's the back of the platter. Little bead. That was fun. Stressful but fun. So yeah, one more thing to make. I will do it. I will try and do it live. I've got to figure out how to use Brewer's, whatever it is that I got. I've forgotten what it's called now. Brewer's pitch, which I've got some of, to make it waterproof. But, ooh, James, yes please, that would be amazing. A knife and a fork. Oh, chopsticks. No, I'll pass on that. I think. Oh, that's just way too much. Japanese sake bowl. Yeah, I suppose it would count, but it's got to be a pint. That would be a big sake bowl. Putting fluffy stuff on things. I'm not sure what that means. Soup spoon. Yeah. Well, I know, but it's just grain orientation. There's a lot to think about, Kev, with this drinking vessel. Pint's heavy. There's quite a lot in there. So, yeah, I need to have a look at something. Cool. Right. I am going to leave you guys be. So, we've done 3 hours. We've got those two. I'm going to think about this blooming drinking vessel. I'm just going to knock out a practice one, I think, and then see if I can figure out this brewer's pitch. Otherwise, it is going to be... What was... there's... Ian mentioned it earlier. I've got Odie's oil in my mind, and it's not Treatex. I've got some Treatex stuff as well, either. I kind of want to use the brewer's pitch because that's what the guys use for the pole lathe turning. So, yeah. Right, it's been fun. Thank you for the company, everybody. If anyone's got any thoughts, message me. James, if you could send me those videos, that'd be awesome. Yeah, we had a good number of people in from all over the world as well, so that was so cool. And Troy, I will definitely do the pendants at some point when I next get time to do a turn and chill. I think it's going to be June. I think there's one Sunday in June that I can do, so I'll might even put that up so that people know that that's that. But I'll turn all those woods that you sent me. I'll make a pendant out of each one. That'd be cool to do. Right. Have a good rest of your day, evening. Have a great bank holiday, and yeah, catch up soon, guys. Thank you very much for watching. I can't put the goodbye screen on because it's still got the Christmas one, so I'm just gonna end the stream. So cheers, guys. Bye for now.